Delve deep into the heart of New Orleans, and you'll stumble upon a captivating legend, the tale of the Voodoo Queen. Marie Catherine Laveau, September 10th, 1801, June 15th, 1881, 12 NB2, was a Louisiana Creole practitioner of voodoo, herbalist and midwife who is renowned in New Orleans. Her daughter, Marie Laveau II, 1827–1862, also practiced rootwork, Conjure, Native American and African spiritualism, as well as Louisiana voodoo and traditional Roman Catholicism. 3. An alternate spelling of her name, Laveau, is considered by historians to be from the original French spelling. 1. A figure shrouded in enigma, wrapped in the mystery of the unknown and the power of the supernatural. Voodoo, often misunderstood and misrepresented, is an integral part of New Orleans culture, a unique blend of African, Caribbean, and Catholic traditions. At the heart of this mystical practice, the Voodoo Queen reigns supreme, wielding her purported powers with a blend of benevolence and authority. The Voodoo Queen is a figure of intrigue and fascination, her legend woven into the very fabric of the city. She's often depicted as a powerful and sophisticated woman, using her knowledge of voodoo rituals to aid those in need. She's a spiritual guide, a healer, a leader, and much more. But who was she, really? The name most often associated with the title of Voodoo Queen is Marie Laveau, a woman of Creole descent who lived in the 19th century. Laveau was renowned for her skill as a herbalist and midwife, and was deeply respected for her knowledge of voodoo practices. Yet, the Voodoo Queen is more than just Marie Laveau. She's an archetype, a representation of the powerful, mystical women who have shaped and influenced New Orleans' voodoo tradition throughout history. Voodoo is often associated with dark magic and malevolent spirits, but this is a common misconception. In reality, voodoo is a complex and nuanced belief system, focusing on community, spirituality, and connection with the divine. The Voodoo Queen, with her deep understanding of these principles, is a beacon of wisdom and guidance. The Voodoo Queen, a figure shrouded in enigma, has left a profound influence on the city's cultural landscape. Her legacy endures, a testament to the power of voodoo and the enduring fascination with the unknown. As we delve deeper into her story, we begin to unravel the enigma of the Voodoo Queen, a legend as captivating and complex as the city she calls home. Every legend has a beginning. The Voodoo Queen's tale is no exception. Her name was Marie Catherine Laveau, born in the early days of the 19th century in the vibrant city of New Orleans. A Louisiana Creole by birth, Laveau was more than just a woman of her time. She was a herbalist, a midwife, a practitioner of the mysterious and the mystical. But among her many roles, one stood out that would etch her name into the annals of history, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Laveau's life was as rich and diverse as the city she called home. She walked the path less trodden, delving into the realms of voodoo, a spiritual practice often misunderstood and shrouded in mystery. But for Laveau, voodoo was not about darkness or fear. It was a way to help those in need, to heal and to guide. As she delved deeper into the realm of voodoo, her reputation began to grow. Stories of her powers spread like wildfire, captivating the city. She was the conduit between the spiritual and the physical world, a beacon of hope for the hopeless, a voice for the voiceless. Her fame reached far beyond the city limits of New Orleans. People would travel from far and wide, seeking her wisdom, her healing, and her guidance. And so a woman who was once a humble herbalist and midwife became something more, something legendary. Thus was born the legend of the Voodoo Queen, a story that would echo through the ages. With the birth of the legend began the reign of the Voodoo Queen. As the Voodoo Queen, Marie Laveau stood as a beacon of mysticism and power, her reign marked by tales of enchantment, healing, and spiritual guidance. Respected and feared in equal measure, she held sway over the hearts and minds of New Orleans denizens, her influence seeping into the very fabric of the city's culture. Laveau's reign was not one of tyranny, but of service to her community. Through her knowledge of voodoo rituals and herbal remedies, she offered solace to the afflicted, guidance to the lost, and comfort to the despairing. the stories tell us of a woman who could cure ailments, foresee the future, and even control the weather. Whether these tales hold truth or are simply the product of folklore, they serve to illustrate the awe-inspiring power attributed to the Voodoo Queen. But her reign was not all about mystical rituals and supernatural feats. At its core, it was about humanity, compassion, and understanding. Laveau was known to help anyone who sought her aid, regardless of their status or race. She was a beacon of hope for the disenfranchised, offering them a sense of empowerment and belonging in a world that often turned a blind eye. Yet it was not just the people she helped who were touched by her reign. The entire city of New Orleans felt the impact of the Voodoo Queen. Her influence shaped the city's culture, intertwining the mysticism of voodoo with the everyday lives of its people. Even today, her spirit is felt in the city's vibrant festivals, its unique music, and its enduring folklore. The reign of the Voodoo Queen was not merely a period of power, but a testament to the enduring influence of her spirit. Her legacy continues to be felt in the vibrant and mystical culture of New Orleans, a city that still whispers tales of the legendary Voodoo Queen. As with all great figures, the Voodoo Queen left behind a legacy that transcends time. Her influence, much like the city of New Orleans itself, is a rich tapestry, interwoven with threads of mystery, culture, and enduring folklore. The Voodoo Queen was not just a practitioner of voodoo, but a symbol of resilience and empowerment. Her knowledge of mystical rituals, combined with her compassionate character, allowed her to serve as a beacon of hope for many. She used her purported powers to help those in need, shaping a legacy that echoes through the annals of New Orleans history. Even today, the spirit of the Voodoo Queen lives on. Her teachings continue to influence voodoo practices, with modern practitioners paying homage to her wisdom and dedication. Her legend has permeated the culture of the city, enhancing its unique charm and allure. The Voodoo Queen's legacy is not confined to the realm of spiritual practices. Her story, retold through generations, has become a part of New Orleans folklore. The tales of her wisdom and power still captivate the minds of locals and visitors alike, adding a layer of mystique to the city's vibrant narrative. As we reflect on the life and influence of the Voodoo Queen, it's clear that her impact is as enduring as the city she loved. She was a woman ahead of her time, a force of nature who left an indelible mark on her community. So remains the indelible legacy of the Voodoo Queen, forever etched in the heart of New Orleans.